Hi, hello and welcome everybody. Also, good morning. So today I wanted to go ahead and bring you guys the private league that we're actually going to be playing for the Path of Exile 1 league starting in about 8 hours. So, last time we did this, we hit like 30 something thousand users, but that was kind of a crazy thing that happened. I don't expect this one to go past maybe 8 to 10,000 at the most, but so I'm going to explain a few things, how to get started, etc. So, what is a private league? First off, private leagues are hosted on GGG servers, but we, the players, get to host them with a few modifications and templates. So, in this instance, we have Atlas Invasion and Shifting Stones. Now, for people who don't know what those are, I'll just go ahead and explain really fast. And also, if you notice here, this was the player count of the amount of players here when we started the video. I'm gonna refresh at the end to show you guys how many people signed up from the duration of the video. So Shifting Stones, TLDR, I'm pretty much going to be ignoring Shifting Stones. Again, Shifting Stones is tied with Atlas Invasion, so it's not like we can have one without the other. Unfortunately, it's either you have both of them or you have neither of them, right? So as for what Shifting Stones is, basically, it will randomly allocate keystones. I'm assuming it's going to be every hour. I absolutely could be wrong there about how frequent it is. But essentially, there will be a mechanic that will just shift, right? So you'll have like 10 tormented spirits plus the one where you can get possessed, Blight plus Cassia's Pride, so the keystone, Legion plus Timeless Conflict, etc. This is something I'm kind of gonna like ignore for the most part. I don't think it actually affects the way I play because I never really farm Blight or Legion. I typically will farm Delirium and Beyond, and I run both of these keystones anyway. The only time I wouldn't run Unending Nightmare is if I'm farming, I think, Cluster Jewels, but it's very minor. So this doesn't really matter to me. If you're interested in this, you know, again, this part is just going to be there. The part I am personally interested in would be the Atlas Invasion. Now, Atlas Invasion, essentially all areas other than Twilight Strand, so basically everything except for the first zone you're in, will have 5 additional map bosses. They can also be Breach Lord, Shaper Guardian, Elder Guardian, Shaper, and Elder themselves. Now, I think this personally is a lot more fun, right? Not, and now what's interesting though is there's a bit of mixed information. I don't know if we got a confirmation anywhere, so if we did, put it in the comments below, I'll pin it. I think we got to play this back in Scourge League or something. Yeah, Scourge League. And I believe it was guaranteed unique item off them. Not their unique item, but a random unique item. I don't know if that's still the case. I'm curious if they can also drop their own items. I feel like they cannot, but maybe in a mapping environment they can. Not really sure. I'm very curious. The big toss-up was basically this versus Wildwood. Wildwood being Affliction. Now, I was thinking about Affliction, but the issue with Affliction is it is definitely nerfed compared to what it was before, but people say it's still pretty good. But ultimately, Affliction would kind of pick up much later into maps, and Atlas Invasion is something you can experience right away. So that's why I decided on Atlas Invasion. Also, maybe getting to juice the bosses in an endgame environment ends up being very rewarding. Who knows, right? So that's another thing. Now, as for how you join the private league, let's go ahead and make this really simple. So if you're on YouTube, the pinned comment, there's going to be a join button. You just click it. If you're navigating from my Twitch stream, you can just use the private league command, which will send you here. If you're in my Discord, there is an announcement. So if you're in the Discord, literally, if you just go to the stream announcements right over here, there will be a link that you can click. All of these are the same thing. When you click this link, it's going to take you to the private league screen that we saw here originally, right? So you can actually see just from here, there's already been 30 users from the fan of this video who have signed up. Now, when you are here, it should automatically send you an invite and it'll just look like this. Somehow there's another option people are doing. I think people are requesting to join. If at all possible, please do not do that. Please, I repeat, please do not request to join. When you do this, what happens is you get sent to the applied list, and then somebody, and when I say somebody, I mean myself, has to manually go through and send the invite out, which is just unfortunately very unnecessary because we have no tools aside from making a script to do this. And God forbid if I accidentally hit remove, you can never join the private league ever again unless I message GG and specifically try to get you fixed with that problem. So anyway, once you are officially in the private league, go ahead and just hit here. Boom, boom. Okay, good. Update members. Very good. Once you're officially in, okay, there's already more. Don't mind me. Okay, yep, sure. All right, once you're officially in the private league, you will be able to see it when you log in. So I actually haven't tested this part, but it should literally be here front and center. So, okay. So down here, if you look at the bottom right, you can see the Atlas invasion starts in 7 hours, and then you'll be good to play. I myself will be playing Righteous Fire Chieftain. I know a lot of people are laughing because, like, you know, bosses with RF Chieftain, but realistically, you ever one-shot a map boss with the Explode? We're going to be doing that 24/7. So that's pretty much the goal there. Just kind of having fun and seeing where we go. So anyway, YouTube, hope you guys can have a lot of fun with this too. Hope you guys join up and have some fun and blast. I will catch you guys later on the stream. My stream will be very delayed today because the event starts when I end stream, so I'm going to do a reverse. So basically, I will start when the event goes live, and I will sleep way past my bedtime. Way past my bedtime. So anyway, catch you guys all later. Hope to see you guys on the league. Hope everyone's having a blast, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow.